Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how I go about collecting an email and preparing my content for a cold email campaign. Now, I'm sure as you're aware, there are several reasons why you might want to do a cold email marketing campaign. One of the most popular reasons is sales. Either you offer digital marketing services or you offer some product or service that is applicable to a particular target demographic. Other than that, you might be a SEO and looking to acquire a backlink from a website. And you haven't had much success with that, so you're looking for ways to improve your strategy. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I go about doing a good cold email campaign. So the first thing is, definitely you want to look at your target website. And I find that when I personalize my messages and make them as personable as possible, I can usually get away with not having as much quantity. So instead of sending thousands of emails and getting a very low response percentage, I can send fewer emails but get a higher response percentage, which I'm sure everyone has their differing opinion on that, but I prefer quality over quantity. So let's pretend this is one of my target websites. So it's a dentist here in Houston. And the first thing I'm looking for their business name and their contact info. So that's right here up front for me. So Hammond and Thompson Dental Group. And then we want to find a phone number. So that's here at the bottom of their header. And then let's see if we can find their address. And it's right here at the bottom left-hand side of the footer. So great. So we have that information. And all this information I would put in a spreadsheet or whichever CRM that you prefer to use. So after that, then I try to find their email. And in my experience, it's much better to get the direct email of the owner, than using a general email like info at or support at or contact at, because you can be sure that you're more likely going to have your email go directly to the owner versus the office receptionist or office manager. So of course, the business owner is the person who makes the decision on whatever you're pitching. So you want to make sure that you're sending it to the right person. Now, it's not clear if there's an email here, so I just kind of did a quick look at the website. Go to contact us. Let's see if we can find there. So no emails here. And one thing, never ever fill out the contact us form. It just doesn't do well for you. They're expecting potential customers and clients to fill this out. And if you are coming in here and spamming their forms, it can really set a bad first impression. So you want to make sure that you don't spam their forms. So it doesn't look like we can find an email here. So there are a few options. So we can look at a Chrome extension called Hunter. And basically, this extension, it scans the website for an email address. So unfortunately, it's unable to find anything on this website. So that's not going to work. And just so you know how that extension works, so here's another website, and using the Chrome, the Hunter extension, we actually are able to find an email address, and it looks like it's for the head dentist, Dr. Vakil in this case. So you just copy and paste that into your spreadsheet. But going back to our first website, so we're not able to find anything with the Hunter extension. So why don't we try to Google this person, Trey Thompson, DDS, Houston. So actually, there are three people that we could target here. So Rick Hammond, Trey Thompson, or Heather Thompson. So let's open up a new tab, and let's try first with Mr. Rick Hammond. And we basically want to try to find his LinkedIn profile. And to make this better, we can actually do a URL search. We change this to in URL, LinkedIn. Okay. Let's make that linkedin.com. See, I don't see anything here on the first page. Let's just do a search and see if we were able to find anything. So it doesn't look like there's a LinkedIn profile for him. So let's try the second person, and his name was Trey Thompson. So nothing for Trey either. Okay. And so who was the third person's name? That was Heather Thompson. So it doesn't look like she has a LinkedIn profile either. But just so you can see how this second step works to finding an email, I'm just going to go to a LinkedIn profile so you see how this works. So here's a LinkedIn profile. This is another woman named Heather Thompson. And I use another Chrome extension called Contact Out. And basically what this extension does is that if there's an email linked to a LinkedIn profile, it'll be able to pull out that email. So if we just click the Contact Out button, looks like I need to log in. Close the window. Let's try this again. So we're able to find a personal email. So that's probably not the best, but it's better than nothing. So we can just copy and click that email. And that's how you would use Contact Out Chrome extension to pull the email address from a LinkedIn profile. But that doesn't help us with our first website because we tried searching a website, we've tried using the extension, and we weren't able to find anything on them for the LinkedIn profile. So why don't we try looking at their Facebook page, see if we can find there. So unfortunately, that actually takes us back to the Contact Us page. So why don't we do a few Google searches to see if we can find something. Hammond and Thompson Dental Group. We're in Houston. Let's see if we can find Facebook page. So here's their Facebook page. So on their Facebook page, especially for newer pages, there usually is going to be an About section. So just click that About section. And as you load, as you can see, there's no straightforward way to get the email. So of course you're not going to be able to scrape as much information because you're trying to find very specific information. So let's see what we have here on there. So we don't have an email address here either. So what do we do next? Now, this is where it gets a little interesting. So now I'll just do some different Google searches to see if I can pull out an email. So Rick Hammond. So why don't we do Rick Hammond, DDS, and then the name of the practice is Hammond and Thompson Dental Group. And then when we put email at the end here. And with this Google search, maybe that particular person, he added his email somewhere online, and we can find it. It looks like just from a quick search, there is an email found. It looks like it's from a press release. So again, it's not a business email, but it's better than nothing. So you can see here, that's actually Trey Thompson email. So TT Thompson or T Thompson DDS at Comcast.net. So that'll probably be our best bet if we want a direct contact. So that's how you would pull the email. Some other things I would have tried, of course, if I wasn't able to find an email that way, I would have gone through the other dentist names and just replaced Rick Hammond DDS with Trey Thompson or the other dentist. Something else that you can do, you can use a tool called Mail Tester. Mailtester.com, that's the name of the tool. And with that tool, you can pretty much guess. So usually it's going to be the first name, the person's first name at the domain name, or the first person last name at the domain name, or the first letter of that person's first name, then the last name, then at the domain name. So that's really, just kind of testing out different variations to see if one works. But as you can see, again, this isn't very, this isn't always efficient, but it does help you create more targeted emails and make sure your emails go to the right person or one of the right people on the team that can make the decision. Now, so once you find your email information, you've already have your contact information. Some other ways that I like to make these emails more personable. If it's a really high potential prospect, I like to create a video using a tool called Use Loom. That's another Chrome extension, and it allows you to record a video directly in the browser. You can also just take a screenshot of their homepage and embed that into your email. Just to show you how I do that, I use a tool called Lightshot, and we just take a image there. We're going to save that image. So let's add that here. So we're just going to make that image Hammond test. Okay. So we're going to add that here. And then from there, we're going to go to a website called postimage.org. And actually the URL is postimages.org. And the reason why I like to use postimages.org over here is that you can do this in bulk. So let's say we had 10 images that we want to embed in our emails. We can actually get the URLs for all of those images at once. So I always just select do not resize my image, but you do have the option of making it a different size. And send no expiration. So I never see a need to have an expiration date, but then just choose your image. And let's see, where did I save that picture? There we go. Hammondtest.png. And so now you have some links that you can use to embed that image. So just take the, I believe it's the, yeah, this one, the direct link. So just hit the copy button. And now I use Google Spreadsheets for this. If you're doing any type of mail merge, you're probably using some spreadsheet program as your starting point. But all you want to do here is have a column for your image links. Copy and paste that. And then you'll have a formula called image. So it's going to be image. Let's see here, something didn't go right. So you see here now, it took a little while, there was a bit of a delay, but now you can see a little small preview of that image. And the final step, I use a Google Sheets add-on, and this might obviously be different if you don't use Google Sheets, but I use a Google Sheets add-on called Yet Another Mail Merge, and then I just manage my mail merge from there. So that's why I add my template, which I won't go into this video, but another part of a strong email marketing campaign is having a really good template that catches your prospects' attention and drives them to take action, do interest, and making it clear what the decision is that you want them to take. And so yeah, just use Start Mail Merge, and you're going to have pretty much your mail merge, and it's going to be very personal. You're going to have the targeted email, the targeted name, and then you're also going to either have an image or video. So those things are usually going to catch your prospect's attention. Now, on the other end of this, you want to make sure you have some type of software that you can see if someone opens the email. That way you can follow up with a phone call if that fits in with your typical follow-up process. So hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching. Take care.